Hi everyone and welcome back to Boss Girl Budgets, or if you're new here, welcome. It is lovely to have you as part of the Boss Girl Budgets family. My name is Lili and I'm a 40-year-old cash stuffer and coffee lover, and here we're all about real life budgeting and honest chats. So if that's something that you're interested in, hit the subscribe button and let's jump into today's video. So today we are actually going to the farmers market. I'm really excited about this. We have been living a bit healthier lately, and I'm going to be a bit of an agony aunt here. I don't know if it's my age, but I'm getting a little bit old school in my habits, and I'm really struggling at the moment with the bigger corporations and just always having to serve myself and not being able to use my cash when I want to. I think I'm just going through a phase, and I just want to go back to the way things were. And I don't know about you, but I thought it would be a really good place to start by starting to shop at the farmers market. So shopping more small business, shopping more local, more organic, fresh, just fresh. We are avoiding processed foods at home, so I just thought this would be a really good opportunity to start exploring a little bit more and finding a few more local suppliers. So we're going to go down to the farmers market and we are going to take my grocery envelope, of course, as we always do. I have upped our budget a little bit because I know that it's most likely going to be a little bit more expensive than my average shop. We're basically just completely cutting out processed foods. So I've been doing this for a few weeks now, but I have been shopping at places like Woolworths and Foodland, and I have been finding quite a few things. I prefer the Foodland. I find that the customer service is a lot better, and they don't have self-serve checkouts at Foodland, so I have moved away from Woolworths. And we're going to try and get all of my meat, all of my dairy, and all of my fruit and veg from the farmers market, and then anything that I can't get, we're going to go to the Foodland. There is 2 Foodlands near me. One of them is quite small. It is literally around the corner. I can walk there whenever I like. It is a good one. I do like it. However, there is a really large one. It is in Pasadena, which is just a bit closer than the farmers market is to my house. So we're gonna go to that one because that one, oh my god, it is incredible in there. They have so much stuff. They have a whole spice section where you can scoop and weigh. They've also got scoop and weigh for your dried fruits, your nuts, spices, herbs, all of that kind of stuff. Glazed fruit, it's incredible. I love it. They also have different sections, so you've got your meat section, you've got your cheese section. They have like a small goods, like seafood, like it's incredible in there. I love it. I think you can also like have restaurant meals in there and have a glass of wine and all that kind of stuff. That's a bit bougie for what we're doing today, but it is incredible and I do love it. And again, they don't have self-serve checkouts. I never have any issues with the customer service in there, and the variety is insane. I would shop there all the time, but I do want to try and go to the farmers market and get the most I can from there before we go to a grocery store. So yes, so that is the plan for today. I'm going to go and get ready, and then we're gonna head off. I'm gonna share a few little videos, and then later we will do a little grocery haul. So I will see you in a bit.
avocado as well. This is a grape juice, so it's an organic Grenache that I've picked for the first time this year and pressed it and cooked it for 8 hours to reduce, like at a low temperature, to reduce the moisture. So it's like a grape syrup, and it pairs well with the olive oil. You can make a vinaigrette, salad dressing, or whatever with that. So if you want to have a try that after you've had the oil. Yeah, that's the Coronite. It's a Greek wine from the Italian shop.
Okay, so we have finished all of the shopping for the week. I've got it all here and I'm gonna go through it all with you. It took me a good maybe 2 hours to do the shop. It took like a really long time, but I think it's because I was going through all of the ingredients on every single packet of food just to make sure that we were getting organic, or that it had the least ingredients from all the packets. So it did take a really long time. I feel like the more I do this, the more I will well, the faster I will be, because I'll know what I'm looking for and I'll know what we like and don't like. So that's another thing. I'm actually really happy with the shop we've done. We've got lots of goodies. I don't know, I'm going to be making a lot of our snacks, so things like muesli bars and maybe banana bread and stuff like that. So that's going to be fun. I think it's going to take me quite a while today to get that all sorted and prepped and made and that, but let's go through what we got. So I'll start with the meat. So most of this is from the farmer's market. So the mince we got from the farmer's market, that was $24.99 a kilo, and that's 500 grams. This we're going to be making tacos, and then the next night we're going to be making nachos as well. I've got the chicken. So we got chicken thigh fillets. These are free range, and these ones were $29.99 a kilo. It was a bit expensive, not gonna lie, but we also got chicken breast as well, which was $31.99 a kilo. These just looked the best at the farmer's market, so I grabbed those. So these, I'm actually making a honey garlic chicken for our lunches. That should do our lunches for I think 4 days. And then the chicken breast, I'm cooking that up tonight. We're going to do some roast vegetables with that, so I'm just going to season that with some roast veggies, maybe a little bit of gravy, I'm not sure. Now the barramundi, I did end up getting this from Foodland just because the only one I could find at the farmer's market was quite expensive, but also I just wasn't sure because they only had like I think it was kingfish and something else, and it just wasn't going to be thick enough for what I wanted to do. So I did go and get barramundi from Foodland. I also got the pork from Foodland because at the farmer's market they did have some, but I was too late and they only had one chop left, and that wasn't going to feed us all. So I was like, I'm going to have to go to Foodland. So we did go to Foodland. We grabbed these. Then over here we have, oh, actually the eggs. I did get eggs from the farmer's market as well. They were $8.90. And these ones are from Kangaroo Island, which is not too far away from us. So that was kind of the reasoning why I got them. I really loved the farmer's market because there was so many options that are so close to us, and it just, listening to their stories and things was just amazing. Like, I loved talking to the people that are making the products, and yeah, it was just amazing. Anyway, dairy. So I went to Alexandrina Cheese Company. These guys had a stand at the farmer's market, and I managed to get feta. So I'm going to try and do the viral TikTok feta pasta with vegetables. We've had it before, but this is not the kind of feta that I would normally do that with. I did ask the lady that was there, and she said that she has baked it before, and she said it's not as creamy as the other one, like it won't melt down as much, but she said it will still be okay. So I'm gonna give that a go. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I also grabbed some pure Jersey cream. I just asked her for the thickest cream that they had, and she said that this is the thickest one, but it's also spooning consistency, so we're going to give that a go. So this stuff here I've never actually tried before, so we're trying this for the first time. Then I also got the milk, full cream milk, and this one is from the Dairyman Barossa, so another local butter. I just asked him if he had any salted butter, and there we go. So 200 grams. I think this was $9, so pricier than what the normal butter. Normal butter I'd probably get Western Star butter, which is I think $9 now for 500 grams, so it's double the price, but I know that it's local and there's nothing else in it, and etc, etc. So, and we're supporting local, so that's good. Alright, that's kind of the only dairy that I bought this week. And then here is all the pantry staples. There's not many because we're trying to go as non-processed as we can, so there's not a lot here, but it'll be good. I have used the jams. We normally get jams and chutneys from these guys, and they just do like small batch preserves. So yeah, I thought I'd give this tomato sauce a go because I do like these guys. They're really good. Then I got some long life milk, just so we've always got some in the fridge, in the cupboard, handy for coffees and things like that. I got some coconut milk, which is an organic one. This was also from the farmer's market, so this was just a bag of garlic. I really struggle in places like Coles and Woolworths to find good garlic. I find that it's always like really tiny little pieces, or it just isn't as tasty. So really happy I got that. That was about $10 a bag. The thing as well with the farmer's market is the farmer's market had a members price and a standard price. So because we're not members, we just got the standard price products. But if we're going to be doing this every week, I am going to sign up for becoming a member of the market, because I think that would be really good, because a lot of this stuff was like a few dollars off if you were a market member. Fish stock, I am making a fish curry with the barramundi, so got some stock. This is the only brand I could find in fish stock, so I do want to find a different brand eventually, but that's the only one I could find, and that was at Foodland. And then the olive oil, this was half price, it was $10 at Foodland. We did find a few different brands at the farmer's market, but I was starting to run out of money. So this one is also from Foodland. I am using that for a apple sauce that we're making for the pork chops. We are also trying to not have things like fizzy drinks, so Coke and lemonade and Sprite and all those kinds of things. I'm trying to stay away from the bad ones. So we've got this Mischief Brew. This is my favorite natural soda. I really like this brand. These are quite expensive. They're, I think, $13 for the 4-pack. These ones were 25% off, so I got the lemonade ones today. And then we got some sparkling mineral water as well. And then over here I've got some corn tortillas for the tacos. These were the best ones I could find ingredient wise. Everything had preservatives in it, and this was the only one I could find that didn't have preservatives in it. It was still a good price, but they're quite small. We have changed our sugar over from raw sugar to Rapadura sugar. Then we got peanuts. The thing I really like about the Foodland that's really close to us is it's quite bougie, and you can get all of your spices, nuts, dried fruit and everything. You can just scoop and weigh. So we scooped peanuts because my husband is going to make peanut brittle this week as one of our guilty snacks. We've got Mission tortilla chips for the nachos. Again, that was the best one I could find ingredient wise, but I am on the hunt for some more because it's not, I mean, it's good. Corn flour, vegetable oil, water and salt. I'm trying not to have so many oils, like seed oils and vegetable oil and stuff, and trying to go as healthy as possible, but that's probably the best one I could find. Then I also got some organic basmati rice because it was on special at Foodland. These two here are from the farmers market. So this one was quite expensive. This was $19, but it is an actual grinder. And then you could buy the pouches of garlic powder for refilling, which was a lot cheaper. So I think I'm gonna, this was from like an actual garlic. So I actually got the garlic from the same place as the garlic powder. They did garlic powder, garlic salt. They had black garlic salt. They had like minced garlic. Like you could pretty much just get anything garlic related was at this stand. So I really liked that. Is pricey, is very boutiquey, but that's fine. I don't mind spending a little bit every now and then. And then the same with these. These were a stand that had things like mussels, sardines. I think they might have had oysters as well, all in tins. So I got these to try. I can't remember how much these were. I think they might have been $12 off the top of my head. But we're gonna give them a go. That looks really cool, and port linking is right down the end, down the bottom from us, so that's good. And then we've got all of our fruit and veg for the week. So we've got the apples. Some of these are going into the pork chop dish that I'm making, and then the others are going into, I can't remember now, what was I putting it in? I think it's going into a salad. Blueberries, I'm making a blueberry cake. And then we've got some roast vegetables to do roast with, and then a bunch of veggies for, I think I got the capsicums for the tacos and nachos. Cherry tomatoes are for the nachos. I've got avocado to make some guacamole with red onion. Cabbage I'm putting in the nachos and tacos. And then I've also got some potatoes. We're going to do a mash to go with the pork chops. The onions are obviously for flavouring throughout most of it. The ginger is going into the chicken for the honey garlic chicken. My husband's got his bananas. He really likes to have a banana for lunches and snacks. And then I've got the spinach, which is going, I can't remember now. Oh, the spinach is going in with the fish. So yes, that's all of our fruit and vegetables. So I reckon we ended up spending maybe $2.50 on food for the week. This should get us through. I've already got things like oats, some more dried fruits, flour, seasonings, all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think this is going to be the way to go. I think this is a new era. So that is it. That is my spend a day with me grocery shopping. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos in this style, please let me know in the comments below, because I had lots of fun making this video. It's a new one for me, but it was fun. I think it's now time to pack all this away and get stuck into some meal prep for the week. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.